Good morning out there, everybody. How we doing out there today? This is Dan here back with you from Southern Appalachia. It is a cool, brisk morning here, right around 15, 17 degrees here. And it is one cold morning. We're going to go out today and we're going to get another load of coal. We do that once a year. Haven't done that this year yet. So today's going to be a little interesting. It's going to be a little bit different than we've done before. But I was going to show you how empty my bin is before we get started. We got to get this old diesel truck started up here. Them old diesels is hard to get started in the cold weather. We got a, I don't know, either 3 or 4 ton truck here. And we're going to go get a load of coal from a coal mine over here on the other side of the county. Boy, it's a lot warmer in here than it is out there. I don't know what the temperature is, but it is real nice and warm. I'll show you. I know y'all have seen this. It's a hot blast furnace there, and it's powered by 2 big blower motors on the back. Powerful motors. Blows into the house. I was going to show you. Here, let me poke it up a little bit. Hadn't been messing with it much this morning. Yeah, boy, it's nice and hot. Yeah, down here is the ash box. Normally I go and shake it down so it'll get air. Down here. Wow. That's one hot furnace right there. We'll get into later about how hot this coal burns and what type of coal it is and all that. But I was going to show you here. Yeah, I'm kind of empty, and it is going into December. We haven't went and got any yet. This is from last year's coal, but we're going to try to get some nugget coal today. This year's a little bit bigger. It don't burn as well in these furnaces. It don't burn all the way through, and ash down, it clogs up the box and stops your airflow. And when it stops your airflow, we know what happens there. It starts smothering out. So let's see if we can get this old truck started, and we'll head on toward Big Creek, see if we can find some coal somewhere. We gotta get some today somewhere. Get back with you. Well, do you think it'll fire up this cold morning? 3,500 Cummins.
I hope it does. Estamos juntos. Preheat the burner.
Yeah, you gotta turn the key on for just a minute before you try to start it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get them glow plugs a roll on this diesel. You think this will haul a load of coal? I think we've hauled a few with it, ain't we?
Hauled a few.
Oh yeah. Didn't like the sound of the diesel. Let this thing warm up a little bit. We'll head over right away. Well, folks, we're on the road again.
Yeah, it's cold out here. It's for you women viewers. Ain't it amazing when a man's deer hunting, he don't mind 19 degrees, but when he's got to do something, he's got to gripe about it.
Look here, folks. It is 19 degrees outside. It's warmed up just a little bit. We're out here today. We're going to go get us a load of coal. We are out. We've got about a bucket full, as you've seen in the bin a little bit earlier. We don't have much coal, so we've been procrastinating, as you say. We've been putting it off, but we can't put it off no longer. So we're going to run over today to get us a load of stoker coal. You know, it's something what people's went through just to get coal, you know, through the years. You know, they've lost their lives, all that stuff. Mining it, all that. So there's a precious gold. It's like, they call it black gold in Appalachia. They do. So let's get on over that way. We're going to talk about coal here in just a little bit. Maybe stuff about when we was young, how we got coal, how hard it was to get. Which it ain't too awful hard to get now, but you have to pay for it. All right. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we used to get it back in the day. You know, when I was just a real young boy, I used to go and help my uncle. We had an old rock cliff that had a seam of coal in it above the house. We'd take a wheelbarrow, and that's been many years ago. This has been probably 50 years ago, I'd say 48, 50 years ago. And we used powder back in the day. You could use it then, or they did get it anyway. But you can't get that anymore. You can't do that stuff anymore. But yeah, we'd dig it out with a coal pick. Use a coal pick and a shovel, and you take a breast auger, and you drill a hole back in that coal, and you put in some powder back in there and tamp that in there, run him a wire out around the hill out here somewhere, and stick a battery to it. Monolite battery is what he used with 6-volt monolite batteries. And go boom, and give it time for the smoke to clear. We'd crawl back in there with a shovel and a low-profile wheelbarrow. We'd load that wheelbarrow full of coal. And we'd push that wheelbarrow home. And a lot of times, where this is at, it was a long way from the house to where this coal seam was. I'm sure it wasn't legal back in that day either, but we did it. A lot of people did that back then. How about you, Tubby? What'd y'all do? Your brothers and stuff.
Well, my brothers used to go with Dad and get it. As I got a little older, I got up to like 14. I'd go with him. The coal miners was laid off, majority of them. They'd mine a little on their own and sell it, so we'd go back to them. Had to go hand load it onto a truck, hand load it off.
Wow.
Really good coal. I mean, burnt really good. Them guys work all day long, going back to mines and getting it themselves, bring it in, and where they had them a little mine open to where they could get it.
Yeah, you don't see that anymore. That don't happen no more.
Oh, they
laws have changed.
That down.
You get into federal stuff there, you start trying to get coal out of a coal mine somewhere or another. So if you get it today, you got to get it the legal way, like we're doing today, going to a mine site where they sell it for that purpose, and that's what we're doing today. But they had it hard back in the day, buddy. I mean, you couldn't just go out here and buy you a truckload of coal. You had to get wood and coal and stuff the best way you could,
Yeah, I remember a lot of times old timers sitting around talking around mines and stuff, and they'd talk about walking along the railroad tracks, picking up what come off of coal cars, and some of them get up on the coal cars, and get them a bucket.
Yeah, you don't do that today either.
No.
They ain't gonna pick nothing up off the railroad.
No.
For sure. Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna head over that way, and we'll get back with you just in a few minutes. Right, Jesus, a must here for the big trucks here in this part of the country. It's called a Citizen Man. People call it a CB radio. Truckers still use it. As you can see, here you need them for curves like this right here that we're getting ready to go around.
Yeah, you don't want to meet a tractor.
You don't want to meet a tractor and have no room to get off. So yeah, these are very handy.
I just got this in temporary sitting in here.
Temporary.
Yeah, I didn't want to drill no holes in my dash.
Yeah. But, yeah, they're a lifesaver for sure. Well, we're well on the way. We're on this old road I done the video on the other day about the bus. Can you imagine driving a bus out through here, buddy? Especially when there were no guardrails back then.
Yeah, 1939 straight axle bus. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's up to date stuff. It's still a little fun, but I couldn't imagine back then.
Me either. I drove a bus for about 13 years, and one of the first buses I ever drove, it manual steering, manual brakes, it was hard to even steer the thing until it got rolling. I can just imagine how these were back in the day. But there's some terrible roads around the Appalachia for sure. Alright, here we are again. Get us another load of this coal to keep us warm this year. Stacker Bell ain't running today, is it? They said they had plenty of coal, didn't they?
Yeah, he said he had
All
a mountain
different types.
Man, had to ease along their road here, Breaker Spring.
Alright. Right there's what we want right there. I don't believe we haul all that though, Toby. Do you?
Not with this.
I haul all that. Yeah, we're getting loaded now. Put it on here, boy. Better than burning wood, ain't it?
A lot better.
Yeah, that's the better coal. That's not that great big stuff that we had before. I guess each scoop is a ton, I guess. I don't know how he does that.
We'll
They
figure
figured
it out. I don't know, on that end motor I can pretty well do.
We're getting 2 ton today. What's that run a ton, you know? Well, I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out when we get back here. We gotta have it.
Well, we're gonna find out how good you are again about what we got on this truck.
Lord.
Look, he's getting another shovel of it.
Good looking coal, ain't it?
Yeah, it's good looking coal. Alright. We gotta get off here and get out there and get weighed and get out of here, right? Alright. Here we go. We're gonna get weighed. Let's find out what we got. Stop here just a minute before we leave. Get on the highway. Move some of this coal from the main back, so when we go down the road,
People are hollering, you knocked my windshield out.
yeah, we don't want to knock nobody's windshield out with a lump bouncing down the highway into somebody's vehicle.
Boy. Black diamonds.
Yeah, black gold they called here in Appalachia, ain't it?
Especially in the wintertime.
All right, let's get ready to get out of here.
Looking at the ticket here, I got a little over 2 ton and come to $171. So $80 a ton, you got 2 tons, 160, so $11 for 100 pound of coal, which ain't bad.
No, especially when this probably lasts us a couple months, I'd figure, if it didn't get real cold.
Yeah, lasts plumb up into February, should.
And Lord, I had baseboard heaters in the house before, and it was costing $500 to $600 a month for just electric, for the electric bill. So we took all them out and we put this big furnace outside and forced heat in through vents. So this is helping us a whole lot, for sure.
It's a heat that warms you to the bone. There's nothing like
absolutely. So it heats better than wood or about anything else that you can use.
When you take $171 lasting your coldest months, December, January, up in through February, probably last all of February, with the kind of temperature we keep the house, 77, 80 degrees.
As you seen this morning, it was 80. I showed them it was 80 degrees in the house. Yeah.
For 3 months of heat like that, I mean, you can't beat it.
And especially an old company house. I live in an old coal house. It's they built back in 1900, and about all the houses around where I live there is the old coal houses that they lived back in the day. And they was not insulated very well. They had that blowed insulation in from the top, and after 100 years, it just kind of sinks down, and you got walls that ain't got insulation in them. So that's all that is. We're putting out the coal today. What keeps our lights on, people, right here. Yeah, we're back. Getting ready to unload this into the coal house. Whoa! So let's get to it.
Won't you got that unloaded yet?
But I'm going as fast as I can.
You're going to have to hurry it up.
So you want me to pick up the pace?
Yeah, my truck's going to get cold sitting out here.
Well, buddy, you're going to see some moving right here.
All right, let's see you get her done. Go in here and see if he's got that done yet. You got that? Oh.
How's it look?
Buddy, you getting on it.
Was that quick or what?
You have laid the smoke on that.
You got some work out of it today, is all I can say.
Coal makes you work.
How much was that? 10 tons?
It felt like it, didn't it? The way you done it.
Phew, me. Let me get this little bit out. We don't want to waste none of it, do we?
Good to the last drop.
All right, let's throw a little bit in the stove and see what happens. What do you think?
Let's get it.
All right. Let's see what's going on in here. What we doing, bud? We got it, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna try some of it out here.
Look here, folks. A lot different it was this morning. Remember I showed y'all? We got it all filled up now. You're gonna throw some in there and see what happens. It's still about 20 degrees outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna burn good.
Yeah, boy. Good stuff. Don't take much of that there to get her singing.
No, buddy.
Let me check you.
You're gonna check the ash pan. Is that what you wanna do? Let me go on this other side here.
Yeah, let me shake her a little bit.
Shake that down, get some of them ashes down so they have airflow to the bottom. We did that a little bit this morning. Look at that. We take them out. We have a place we put them.
Wintertime if you need traction.
Now what was that you just said? Repeat that, please. What'd you say about road cinders?
I said them ashes from the furnace will double as road cinders if you need traction in the winter.
Hey, you know, when I was just a boy, you know, we had a real steep hill about like that out yonder. We had to come up. It was a dirt road. My dad said, son, he said, Be sure when I come home from work, you have a heel ashed if it snows, and here I would be out there with a wheelbarrow and hauling ashes down that hill to keep so he can get up the hill.
The way Dad was, he'd call before he left the mines. Tell Mom, get them boys put some ashes on that hill so I can get to the house.
Yeah. What's those good old days, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like to have them back.
All right. We done all we can do here today. Damage is done. We got the coal hauled, and we're all in one piece. That's what matters. Yeah.
Stay safe, stay warm, people.
Yeah. Folks, I'd like to thank you so much for coming along with us today. We had a good day. It was enjoyable, I thought. So, join me next time on Appalachian Roots with Dan. We'll catch y'all on the next video. Catch y'all later.